I think at one stage, Becky Lynch never got the better of Sasha Banks. But the man is a whole different story. Absolutely there is respect. There is a line in the sand where respect and retribution do not cross. And tonight it's all about retribution.
To talk about, oh, the freaking wind and the butterflies and the freaking cocoons, and I'm a rabbit that's coming from the earth and the soil, and whatever else she wants to put on her little freaking social media crap. Come fight me, Sasha, if you want it.
This is what I wanted. This is what I asked for.
Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks. Okay, this wrestling was really good.
This was the best wrestling match on the show until the horrible finish.
So they're having a very... the horrible what now? Well, I'm not sure it happened. They're doing this match. It's a very good wrestling match. Sasha is very sneaky. She distracts the ref with one chair so she can hit Becky with another one. Hits a Shining Wizard for 2. Tries to use the chair again. And then Becky takes the chair, swings it, and I don't even know if it was on purpose or not, but she hits the ref.
It was swinging for Sasha. Sasha moved. She hit the referee.
Yes.
In the shoulder. And this referee literally goes down, and he never gets up.
Days pass. They brawl everywhere. They start in Charlotte. I'm sure they left the city. They're going all over the place. As of like 15 minutes ago, seriously 15 minutes ago, Becky had been disqualified.
You know, I had people on Twitter that were yelling at me about this finish as well. Even though... Name the last time there was a ref bump. And they just called for the bell.
It's never happened.
I don't think it's ever happened in history.
Not since, like,
they told us
Bruno
that Becky was disqualified for hitting the referee, even though the referee was still unconscious.
Listen here, Becky. I don't give a damn how many chairs you throw my way. I am the star of this women's division. I am the one that is cashing in the winner's check. And I am the one that is challenging you to a rematch at Hell in a Cell.
One of the most cruel, unforgiving structures ever devised.
I've been in a cell match before. Has Becky Lynch?
Well, just like you brought that chair into the mix, I'm gonna use it to break you down. I'm interested in destroying you in Hell in a Cell. The only way to that exit is through me, and I cannot wait to have that trapped rat all to myself.
The only thing that I'm concerned about is getting back what's mine. You see, Becky may call herself the man, but she will never be the legit boss. Because after Hell in a Cell, I'm gonna be the only woman standing.
Hell in a Cell.
Start things off with a match that I thought was easily one of the best female matches this year. Let's not take anything away from that Hell in a Cell match with Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks. That was outstanding. Easily one of the best female bouts. Dare I say this year, if not in a very long time, might be in WWE history. I freaking love that match. I thought it was creative. I thought it was brutal. I thought they both beat the piss out of each other. I really loved that match. I thought for sure when it was over that both of them were made. I told myself, even in defeat, Sasha Banks is gonna come out smelling like roses. This woman is everything she says she is. And Becky Lynch, you are definitely the man. Freaking love that women's match. Favorite spot, it was when they set the chair, they somehow trapped the chair on the corner of the cage with kendo sticks. She sat Sasha in it, and then she did a freaking flying drop kick from inside the ring and hit her while she was sitting on the chair. It's crazy. Gotta watch it. Lots of crazy spots. It was definitely, without question, match of the night. Go out of your way to see it. And unfortunately, from that match, it's a long way down. But Becky retains by beating Sasha Banks.
I
Looking to take advantage of Bayley screaming at the official once again. Bayley, though, rolls Charlotte over, pins the shoulders, got her! Bayley wins the title!
Screw all of you.
Any questions, Cole?
Simple question. Why? Why the change? Why the lash out? You cut your hair, change your appearance. Why? Is it a respect issue? Did the audience not cheer you loud enough? What was it, Bayley? Is it insecurities? Maybe you didn't like the way you looked, so you thought maybe, hey, this might change you, this might be good enough. Maybe you just thought you weren't good enough. Maybe it's the fact that no matter how many accolades you have, you'll always play second fiddle to Sasha Banks.
Whoa. Hold up. She does not need to listen to anybody, especially you. From a guy that got drafted in the 5th round. That is not why I slashed those Bayley buddies, those stupid Bayley buddies. I slashed those Bayley buddies because that has defined me my entire career. It is how they saw me. They saw me fun and colorful, something to put a smile on their face. But what about me, Miz? Every single week I gave and I gave and I gave headbands, high fives, hugs. And all they did was take. I have put myself second my entire career to be a role model for their children. And when I needed them most, where were they? I used to try to be what they wanted me to be. But the truth is, I have outgrown them.
Now thinking about going to the top turnbuckle.
Could pay off big for Nikki Cross here.
And now Cross, another cross body, hook to the leg, kick out by Bayley.
Nikki Cross has got to keep her foot on the gas pedal right now, so close, just wearing Bayley down.
True, Nikki can't get frustrated here.
Oh, from the top, going for the cross, for the spinning neck breaker, and Sasha Banks saw it coming. Oh, and down goes the boss.
That's what you
flying.
And a kick right to the face. Bayley able to take advantage from the momentary interference by Sasha.
Trying to stand alone at the top, my foot!
Elbow drop! Cover! Oh! Cross kicked out! Outside perhaps trying to get a little bit of a safe haven for a moment. Instead, Bayley! Oh, wait a minute! Look at Nikki Cross go!
Shades of Fit Finley!
The clever Scott catching a Bayley and a shot to Banks! Can Bayley, oh my gosh, can Nikki Cross take advantage? Gets Bayley back inside the ring.
This is her moment.
Champion. No! Banks! The referee never saw it. Was tended to an injury to Bayley perhaps. Face first into the canvas. Bayley takes advantage and retains her title.
Your winner is still SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley.
We talked so much about Bayley saying she's here to stand on her own.
It's very unfortunate news that no one wanted to hear, but the majority of the WWE roster that traveled to Saudi Arabia ended up being stranded there and weren't able to leave. The WWE roster had just finished the Crown Jewel event and were getting ready to jump on a 14-hour flight back to the States. With them leaving late on Thursday night, they were still going to make it back in time for Friday night's SmackDown. The only problem is that they weren't allowed to leave on Thursday night. At this time, no one knows for sure what caused this delay and for them to be stranded.
Ross certainly motivated at the moment, but just like that, Bayley able to turn the tables and take advantage. And Bayley, now look at this. That's Shayna Baszler. Oh, no. The NXT Women's Champion is here. Bayley realizing that heads to higher ground in the ring. And now Bayley going to retreat and escape once again. Hear from Shayna Baszler tonight. Might not be a popular decision, but it's the smart one if you're Bayley. And Bayley going to escape through the WWE Universe. Wait a minute, from behind, look out! Oh, no. That is Rhea Ripley. Dakota Kai, Mia Yim, and Tegan Nox from NXT. And Bayley knocked down and Rhea Ripley, the first ever NXT UK Women's Champion, sends Bayley back into the ring. Remember, just this Wednesday night, Bayley returned fire at NXT. She showed up from behind. The boss, Sasha Banks, blindsiding Baszler. A game of one-upsmanship right now, but Banks is the only woman standing. And this ringside area is getting very crowded. Yeah, and now look who's here. The rest of the SmackDown Women's locker room. And a brawl is underway here on Friday Night SmackDown. The NXT women tried to ambush. SmackDown was ready here tonight. And that's Baszler and Bayley continuing to fight out into the WWE Universe. And the SmackDown women have held the ring here in Philly.
First match of the show is 5-on-5-on-5 Women's Survivor Series tag match. Good God. What a cluster of female ones. Choppy, sloppy, it was hard to follow the action, hard to know who was in, who wasn't. People feeling the pain of time that somebody was eliminated. Surprising elimination. You had overbooking to the hell. You're like, what the hell do you have? The women from NXT, then the women just competed in the War Games match previous night out here, and they're selling no injuries or no words in the wear whatsoever. You then have two of the team members of NXT leave due to an injury, only to have them come back later on in the night. Like, this is just mind-numbingly bad on so many different levels. Like, at one point in time, you've got freaking the basics of the stupidity of this are just mind-numbing. There's a pinfall attempt that Sasha Banks breaks up in order to then get the pin herself, instead of allowing the one person to pin the other so that she can pin the other person. Does this make any damn sense to any freaking buddy? Absolutely not. And what's really astoundingly stupid about all of this is, whereas the night before, you know, a lot of the people that are watching Survivor Series probably also watch Takeover War in Chicago know damn good and well that Rhea Ripley and the Blu-ray beat the other team led by Shayna Baszler. They beat them 4-2. 4-2. And now you get here to this moment in time, and Rhea Ripley is struggling with Sasha freaking Banks of all people. To where you have to have two of her own team members that left earlier due to injury come back to help her to beat Sasha Banks. How in the hell are you going to sit there and build her up as a monster one night, and then the next night she's got to use earthquake and bullshit in order to beat Sasha Banks? That's not how you build up a monster. And even like it was a team of the night in WWE, I capitulating to the NXT nerd. Yes, let's use one of our big four pay-per-views to try and build up a show. They get the third of the viewership of freaking SmackDown and less than half of the viewership of Raw. But even when we do that, we're going to sit there and always have to be some type of crap whenever somebody from NXT wins. Look at this match, perfect example. Rhea Ripley needs help to beat Sasha freaking Banks. Give me a break. This is mad women of fortune. Everybody damn good and well knows it.
And I think that's very possible because you are the top 15 most followed women athletes like in the world. That's amazing, but also really scary. So how do you deal with that? Do you ever feel like you're going to ever be scrutinized for certain things? Are you ever afraid of just being your genuine self?
I guess not really. I didn't know that. Who's number one?
Girl, I gotta look. I know you top 15.
15, that's incredible.
In the whole world of female athletes. Look, I just broke the news to you. Look at that. Look at that, girl.
Oh my God. I hope to get I hope to get number one. I hope it's not scary. Because so far right now it's not. I have nothing but receive love from my fans. I love my fans, and anything that I post, I just see a bunch of heart emojis, fire emojis, and you know, they're always so sweet and supportive. I love my fans, and yeah, I hope to be number one someday. So keep on searching, okay?
The money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
See you last night, saw you standing there. Couldn't picture the color of your hair. All I wanted to know, were you really there? I wanna know what my imagination. Oh, you know it was a sweet sensation. Looking at you from a distance, ooh, it seems so real. You and I together, dream to seem for real. If it's a dream, please don't wake me up. It feels so real. All I know is I want that, baby. Get it. I wanna do it like this, do it like that. Once I get it, ain't no turning back. You turn me on and on. This feeling, girl, is so strong. My heart, girl, is on fire. Ooh, you're my desire. I got a thing for you. Dream of you and me, baby. She's bad, she's bad, she's bad. All I know is I wanna. Don't misunderstand me. I was just dreaming for real.
Lacey Evans one-on-one with Sasha Banks, and these two have really gotten into it over the past couple of weeks. Lacey saying, hey, you guys want to be leaders, talking to Sasha and Bayley of the women's locker room, then act like leaders. Respect women here in WWE.
Lacey has no respect for Sasha Banks.
And again, feigning the women's right, Bayley dropped down, and Banks from behind, driving Evans off the post.
And where is Dana Brooke during all of this? She's standing at ringside. That's Lacey Evans' husband and daughter.
Yeah, her husband, Alfonso, and her daughter, Summer, looking on. As Banks trash talks and now continues to beat down Evans in front of her family. And the attack and assault continues. You can tell she's got her mother in her.
Real classy, Sasha.
And now Lacey Evans said enough is enough. You don't go after my family or my daughter. And goes right after Banks. And now Bayley tries to get involved. And Lacey Evans is incensed. And Dana Brooke trying to pull Evans off Banks.
I hope your ankle's okay, though. I'll be okay. You know what? Screw Lacey Evans. You know what? She doesn't deserve a match with me. I've been working my butt off, making my album, creating a music video, just rising my stock like the star that I am. But you know what? I could use the rest, so it's okay. Yeah.
March 2020. 31 days the world is not likely to soon forget.
We're talking about very small numbers in the United States. We've all done a very good job.
That was President Donald Trump at the beginning of March, when there were 158 cases of COVID-19 in the United States. In 2 weeks, infections had risen to 9,197. Despite mixed messaging from the White House, the government did finally urge people to stay at home if they or a family member showed symptoms of the virus, and to limit gatherings to no more than 10 people.
I can't wait to see who takes your title. So, I spoke to my good friends at Fox and asked to be the one to announce your match at WrestleMania. You said it yourself, you're so dominant and no one can touch you. Well, let's add some more, shall we? Now you're facing Lacey, Dana, Tamina, and Naomi.
Are you kidding me? No. Are you okay? I'm fine.
You. How dare you do this to my friend, huh? Get over here right now.
Wow, okay, Sasha, such a big word coming out of you right now. And you know what? I'm glad you chimed in, finally. Because now I can announce Bayley's final opponent in her WrestleMania six-pack elimination match. And that will be you.
Bayley defends the SmackDown Women's Championship in 5-win elimination match against Sasha Banks, Lacey Evans, Naomi, and Tamina. Well, I don't understand why they brought her back for this match this year. She's only had at least 2 weeks of screen time in this event. Really the odd woman out in this matchup. She's taken out right away. Her four ladies can do their own thing for a couple of minutes. Sasha and Bayley work together, but Lacey and Naomi fight back. Tamina comes back in, takes out everybody, doing a lot of nonchalant pins though. We got a team battle reunion, but it's short-lived. Everyone takes a turn hitting their big moves on Tamina. She's the first one done. Again, why is she there? Bayley was the best trash talk of the night so far, taking out on the outside. So Naomi's fighting both Sasha and Bayley here. The numbers are too great. Sasha and Naomi catch the bank statement. 2-on-1 now against Lacey. Bayley goes for a big knee, but Lacey moves and Sasha gets got instead. Sasha's mad at Bayley and cannot grasp the concept of the mistake. Lacey capitalizes the woman's right on Sasha, and Banks is gone. Bayley in no hurry to try and break up that pinfall. Down to Lacey and Bayley. Bayley beats the hell out of Evans and Lacey gets him out. Bayley ties Evans to tag team up at one point and beats her down in the corner. Lacey does with the marrow saw, but we get a kick out. Suddenly, Sasha Banks is back, hits the backstabber on Lacey. Bayley with her finisher, and she wins and retains. Sasha then hands Bayley the championship, but looks like she might have ulterior motives maybe. I give this one 3.5 stars out of 5 of the women's matches we saw on WrestleMania weekend. I would put this one at second place in quality behind Flair and Ripley. I like the structure of this thing, the story they told with Banks and Bayley I thought was great. Again, not sure why Tamina's even in this thing, but there you go.